have you beautiful people with us as we continue our conversation from yesterday.
Yeah. I think everyone does deserve self-esteem.
You think they deserve it?
I think they deserve it. But let me unpack what I mean. It's called self-esteem. What the self-esteem movement did and where its failure is, and you hit on this, it was given externally. It was not earned internally. And if something is only purely done and given to you externally, then you think you deserve it without doing any of the requisite work that goes with earning it, rather than if you actually work hard and earn that self-esteem, then it's actual self-esteem. It's not the esteem of others. So we're looking for the praise, and we're only looking for praise because that's what we've decided self-esteem actually looks like, is this external praising without doing the actual hard work, right? So James Harrison caught a lot of crap a bunch of years ago. I think it was like 2015 or so.
About the trophies with his kids?
Trophies with his kids, because he decided that he was going to get rid of all of the trophies that his kids had been given. He wanted them to earn it. I'm putting up 2 quotes on the screen. Harrison is taking away his kids' participation trophies because he wants them to earn a real trophy. That's from ESPN.com. And USA Today, talking about the same thing, says participation trophies were not thought up by kids. They probably mean more to the self-esteem of parents and grandparents than their progeny in pint-sized cleats. Right. Those are both James Harrison quotes. So it's about making the parents feel good. Look at my kids. Look at what they're able to do. Yeah. And we don't actually teach the kids how to get to the place where they are able to earn that.
Right.
And we do it because it's easier. It's easier for us to tell them you're special and doing a great thing than to get them to the top of that Maslow pyramid, which is self-actualization, where they actually are able to unlock their full potential through hard work, through struggle, through actually doing what they need to do to get to a place where they're able to see it and earn the trophy in Hoosiers.
It's funny that you brought that up. I mean, as soon as you said James Harrison, I thought you were going one of 2 ways, one of which dealt with a certain Super Bowl and the other which dealt with the trophies. Like, imagine if you, I mean, I'm not taking licks, but I'm just exploring the idea. If everyone gets a participation trophy, the trophy is a reward for doing something, winning something, being the best, or at least, 1, 2, 3 of something. If a kid goes into a league and everyone gets a trophy, they paid for the trophy. You know what I mean? Like, in other words, your parents paid the fee for you to be in the league, and therefore you get a trophy. That's devastating. And that's not even a value judgment that I'm making. The science now and all of the even that initial study refutes that whole idea that it's not a value for them in giving them self-esteem. Giving any person self-esteem. But I mean, think about how, I don't know, that idea just floors me. And I think James Harrison is right. I mean, like, in other words, if you didn't do anything, if you just showed up, paid a fee and showed up and wore the right uniform, you get a trophy. It does a whole lot of things. It devalues the idea of trophy, number one. But number two, what does it do to the kid?
Yeah. What does it do to the mental state?
Yeah.
So we were in the pool with my kids the other day, and my son wants to play on the stairs. And he wants to play on the pool stairs. And it hit me, if we right now, as he's learning to swim, allow him to play on the pool stairs, that is going to be something that he associates always with something that he is allowed to do. He is always going to think that the pool stairs are a place to play, but they're not. It's not safe to play on the pool stairs. It's not a good idea to play on the pool stairs, and people are coming in and out. The pool stairs need to not be the playground in the pool. There's the whole rest of the pool.
Right.
He just can't access the rest of the pool yet because his parents haven't given him swim lessons yet. Bad parents. But the same thing applies with those participation trophies. If you only get a participation trophy and never work hard to actually be good and do what you need to do to overcome and to triumph, then you're never going to have Kobe Bryant, who's constantly trying and working to get better for the next season, because it was never instilled in them, because all it was you showed up, as you said, Here's your trophy.
Yeah. I mean, God rest
It's passive learning.
yeah. Yeah. And God rest his soul, Kobe Bryant. I mean, he's a great example. I mean, he grinded. He worked his tail off, you know. We talked about that before. Remember the story? There's a legend that on the draft night when he was drafted and all the other guys that got drafted went out for a famous steak dinner. You know, they do it every year to celebrate their future. And Kobe went straight to the gym to start shooting free throws, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if that's true. I bet it is, you know, and that just tells you about that mentality. It's like, I got to go out there and get it. And you know, people don't like this. They don't like this kind of conversation, especially people born out of that movement where no, everyone is special. And ultimately, to me, that's one of the biggest flaws because that's a load of horse. You know what? I mean, not everybody is special. I mean, the truth of the matter is, I mean, think about now I totally derailed us, but I mean, think about the idea of special. Special means not like everything else, not like everyone else, right? So if everyone's special, no one's special. I mean, that's just logic, right? It's just based on the definition of the term and the way we use it. Not everybody, and reality, here's the second part. Let's just be honest. If anybody can be honest with the world, it's our duty to do that. To be honest, whether someone likes to hear it or not every person is special, right? I mean, and that may very well include you and I. I know it does me. I'm not special. I recognize that. But as soon as we get that false narrative out of our minds, we have an opportunity to actually get out there and do some work and study and thought and reflection and you know, live a life that indeed may make us special at one point, so we can earn that reward of the trophy or whatever it is you're pursuing.
Yeah.
Train off the track. Sorry.
No, it's not a train off the track. So I actually found an article. I don't know if it's the one that you were talking about earlier, but it says it's written by someone who wrote about the self-esteem movement and Project Self-Esteem at the time, and then more recently wrote again after the death of one of the guys who was really pushing it. And this Vasconcelos, who was a Democratic lawmaker in California. And in his obituary, it says that he was a titan of the human potential movement. And he was actually the one who in '86 pushed Governor Deukmejian to really throw out this stuff. And it says in 1990, the task force final report said that the near magical powers to the self-esteem, characterizing it as something that empowers us to live responsibly. So it described the self-esteem movement as having near magical powers. But then all the things that it talks about, it didn't actually do. It says that it inoculates us against the lures of crime, violence, substance abuse, teen pregnancy, child abuse, chronic welfare dependency, and educational failure. Now, human beings are broken. We live in a broken world. The result of that broken world is that list. Having some government agency that is suddenly going to give you this near magical thing that they think is going to suddenly wave a magic wand and cure all of that is not accurate. Otherwise, that same magic pill that's going to make you lose weight overnight while you're sleeping without giving you any of the actual things that you need to do to lose weight is going to work. Or any other magic that exists that we talk about. The reality is, time and time again, we see that there's no quick fix. And as we keep looking for the quick fix, then we keep getting lost searching and running around and chasing after this spectacular stuff rather than actually allowing ourselves to be spectacular so that rather than someone else telling me I'm special, I'm going to prove to you that I'm special, that I'm one of a kind. I had someone once tell me that they heard I was lazy. And my response to them was, I challenge anyone who tells you that I'm lazy to follow me for a day. And if at the end of the day they still think I'm lazy, great.
Yeah.
Then we can have a real conversation about where I need to improve. But don't just make stuff up because you think all of a sudden that's gonna change and somehow you think that's gonna inspire me to do more.
Yeah.
Sorry. Maybe I derailed us even farther.
No. There was a lot that was going on there, but one of the things you said earlier is, and I know our audience knows this, and I don't say this in any way to be, mushy, but you are clearly the least lazy person I've ever met. So, I mean, the fact that people that would say that it is what it is. That's a great conversation one day too. Like, how do you not care about that kind of stupid stuff? But that's another combo. Hey, Warrior Saints, thank you so much for being with us. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and share. It helps us get the word out there. And if you want more, visit us at warriorsaints.org and subscribe to Understanding the Bible. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.